brother Jake Paul, self-proclaimed the face of boxing. You got Canelo claiming the face of boxing. You got Gervonta Davis claiming the face of boxing. You got Jake claiming the face of boxing. Three kings. And he's upset that Canelo pulled out of negotiations with him, saying that, you know, basically Canelo's a slave by working with Turki Alashik, and all his events are gonna flop, and he's he ain't for the Mexican people, and he's selling out, going over to Saudi Arabia, and for the most part, he'll figure out without Jake Paul, he won't do numbers, lose money, and he the face of boxing, and he went on this whole thing. Kind of like what Tim Bradley say, that Canelo went to kiss the ring. I Turki Alashik. It's not a thin line. In my opinion, it's not a thin line between entrepreneurship, somebody having enough money, for you to do your thing. Now, some people just don't enjoy working for people, right? But when somebody offers you so much money and it makes sense, you ain't got to worry about the business side of it. Guess what? I ain't got to worry about if they lose money, they still got to pay me. I ain't got to worry. All I got to do is show up. All I got to do is show up. I got to say so, this, that, and the third. The first test run, going to see, kind of tweak how it is, how I feel going over there. And, it made sense for Canelo. To get Canelo to leave North America, to go overseas and fight, 3 times, 3 out of 4 fights. That's wild. That's wild to get Canelo to do 3 out of 4 fights overseas, man. For the most part, that's crazy. So, somebody said it best in the comment section. Jake Paul played big bank, take little bank with Turki Alashik, and he seen how long Turki Alashik money was, and he lost. Turki Alashik is an advisor, so he don't, do no dumb stuff. So, I mean, honestly, if Jake is such a draw, he can go find somebody else and do a big event and outshine Canelo event. It shouldn't be that hard to outshine Jamal Charlo or Bruno Mars or Frank Brunis, whoever he fighting in May. And it shouldn't be that hard since Terrence Crawford don't pull no tickets to outshine him. How about he put an event on the same day as Canelo event? How about do that? If you feeling froggy. How about jump the weekend before that? How about jump the week before that? How about going hit up with Crawford and Canelo? Since you the face of boxing, and we all gonna see. My thing was it any stipulations in that contract where Canelo couldn't knock him out, or Canelo had to play nice? And that's what you hear behind the scenes allegedly. But who knows? A lot. This generation ain't too smart. And I was listening to a dude. He got a channel named Immortal Techniques. I think that's his name, Immortal Techniques. He been around for a minute. Good brother, man. And something he said, I listened to his video a couple years ago. Something he said that really kind of changed my thought process. He said, and I'm a firm believer everything happened for a reason. He said, Pacific Job let him go, and they were surprised how well he took it. He said he shook everybody's hand in the room, and he left with grace. And he says what he learned, before that point, is God closed the door to open up another door. You might not always understand it. And a lot of times, a lot of people in this younger generation, even in my generation, they like to burn a bridge. And even if you could rebuild a bridge, it's not the same. Sometimes when you think about you do hurtful things to people, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, whoever, you're dealing with, man, woman, whatever. And you do things to hurt them, intentionally, you got to understand, you can rebuild that bridge, but it's not going to be the same bridge. And when I say that to say this, Jake Paul, just because you may not work with Canelo right now, in May, in September, next February, next October, who knows to say sometime after that, he may not work with you. Who knows if Canelo, for the most part, may get out that contract. He got out that DAZN contract. I ain't gonna say it's that easy. How he may break this contract and he may want to dance with you. It's no point. No point to burn a bridge that you ain't got to burn. That's how I feel. I feel like it ain't no point to burn a bridge that you don't have to burn. Real talk. I don't understand it. I don't feel like he needs to burn a bridge that don't need to be burned. For what? What was you burning the bridge that don't need to be burned for? You never know. You could work with Canelo down there, call him a slave and all this type of stuff. Knowing if Turkey came with the bag with you, you'd have took the bag. You know, I'm my own boss, MVP promotions. Okay. What Jay-Z tell Dame Dash? If you created Jay-Z, create another one. All right. Go get your other big opponent. These dudes, when it don't go that way, they like to crash out or go public with stuff. I hate that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You break up with your girl and you go public about, oh, she ain't this, she ain't that, or she do. For what? What purpose does that serve? That's just showing that you really hurt, and that was your main option. You know, the Canelo was his main option. Instead of moving on with grace, be like, you know, I wouldn't even say nothing. I just keep him moving. That he probably put all his marbles in that bag. He better go fight his brother now. You know, who's to say that fight still can't happen? You never know what can happen in business. But this younger generation, they love to, oh, I'm gonna unfollow you, or I'm gonna diss you, or I'm gonna go public. Like, bruh, like, come on now. They just feel like everything gotta be, you know, everything gotta be televised. If you don't post me, you don't love me. It's like, you know, like, that don't mean nothing. You know, but like I said before, he hurt. He was counting his money already. And we all done that before. You ever count your money? Like, I'm gonna have this many hours and they short your check. You mad as hell. You know, so I keep saying, man, you know, learn to lose with grace. And I say this too to a lot of people. Not only do you learn to lose in grace, learn to celebrate in silence. Well, I got a new job. And everybody don't need to know that. Well, I just won $1 billion. Everybody don't need to know that neither. Learn to win and lose in silence. Learn, I'm telling you, once you put information out there, people gonna use that to hurt you. People gonna use, oh, I got married. People, oh, you was just with me last night. Bitch, is a lie. Miserable people. One way to spot miserable people, you know, is when they see your happiness and they not happy for you. It's a miserable person. That's a terrible person. That your happiness upsets them. Don't forget that. When something good happen for you, your friend be fake happy for you, or they try to, douse your fire with your celebration, try to doubt, man, just know they like it's just little things you pick up on. You don't even gotta watch them. Get away from motherfuckers like that. People that every time something good happen to them and they go on social media and post it, don't tell them niggas shit. Every time they go through something, they go on social media. Oh, I need prayer. I need this. Stay away from niggas like that. If you telling you when you move discreet, you move privately, and you keep everything close to the vest, you're gonna stay away from a lot of drama. You know, your coworkers be trying to involve you in something, just walk away. Like, oh, nah, I got this work I gotta do. I gotta go to the bathroom. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. But this generation feel like they gotta use everything, put everything out there. You burning bridges, and sometimes they can't be rebuilt. Canelo's a sensitive guy. He may need you in May. You never know. Y'all may can rehash and work something else out. Real spill. But he wanna be Crash Out Jake. You're a slave. You're this man. Knowing you will take the same deal. Oh man, I wouldn't have did that. Oh man. I remember, dude, I was about to go to college, right? I had this job in this kitchen washing dishes, so I'll get some bread to go to school, right? So I'm making bread this summer. Dude was like, yeah, man, fuck this company. And I'm like, yeah, right. So I ended up quitting like a day or two before I was about to leave the house. So I was like, I'm out. Man, he was talking all that shit. That nigga took, jumped right in, put the apron on and started and took my hours. That nigga hyped me up to take my hours. That's how niggas do. Oh yeah, nigga, I wouldn't did that. I wouldn't did that. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? But I went on to enjoy the couple days I had left at the crib, so it was cool. But yeah, man, just thinking about that. You gotta watch niggas to put a battery in your back. Sometimes these niggas put a battery in your back to take your spot or see you fall off your spot so you can be down there with them. So appreciate y'all. Like I said before, Jake Paul, man, like, oh yeah, he thugging, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. When Canelo retired, when he done with this deal, on his own time, he can spin the block and fight you. Since you such the face of boxing, go create a bigger event. Go head up with Canelo. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree. Join the Patreon. I appreciate that. Free Game 89 channel, my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. Peace.